And now we're taking a closer look at a $1 million state contract. We're learning the lobbyist who won that contract without going to bid has a history with Governor Doug Ducey.
Our political editor, Dennis Welch, is live tonight to explain the link and that contract. Dennis?
Yeah, and the person we're talking about here, his name is Mario Diaz, and he's really well known within Democratic circles. But a few years ago, he joined Governor Ducey's re-election campaign. And this year, when it came time to launch a COVID-19 education campaign, the governor's health department handed him that contract with no competition.
Earlier this year, as the state ramped up its vaccination efforts, it wanted to target Hispanics, a group that was hit especially hard by the pandemic.
This is an unpredictable individual.
So the state health department handed lobbyist and political consultant Mario Diaz a $1.2 million no-bid contract to launch a targeted education campaign in areas with large Latino populations. The reason for awarding a seven-figure contract without competition, that Diaz's public relations firm was, quote, unique in its ability to reach out to Hispanics.
My understanding of no-bid contracts is that you can use those if the item that you're bidding for is unique, that only few select companies can do it, or that there's a real time crunch. And that doesn't seem to be the case in this instance.
David Lujan is a former state lawmaker turned government watchdog. Then after reviewing the contract, he points out that public relation firms like Diaz's are not unique and that any number of companies based here in the Valley were qualified to do the job.
Just like any private individual, when you're going to get work done on your house, or you go out and you get multiple bids to make sure that you're getting the best deal. And so that's especially true in dollars like this that are really supposed to be going to help struggling Arizonans.
The contract spells out that Diaz was expected to launch a social media campaign, canvass neighborhoods, and host a series of telephonic town halls in the 85009 zip code, which is Southwest Phoenix. The costs were originally estimated at $270,000, but the contract, later amended twice, raised that amount to over $1 million.
Well, I'm not aware of the award that you're discussing.
Governor Ducey said he didn't know about the contract that was given out by his health department, but he does know Diaz. Diaz is a Democrat who started his political career working for then-Governor Janet Napolitano. But in 2018, Ducey, a Republican, hired him to work on his campaign as a consultant and paid him $15,000 for 3 months' work at the end of his re-election bid, which Ducey easily won.
If you voted for me, thank you.
Diaz declined to speak to us, saying that he was not authorized to do so. And a spokesman for the Arizona Department of Health Services said Diaz has fulfilled most of his obligations in the contract.
Now, as far as the effectiveness of that campaign, it's hard to say, but Arizona's family did crunch some of the numbers, and we looked at that zip code that they were tasked to target, that 85009 down in Southwest Phoenix. The vaccination rate down there is about 14%. Guys, we'll send it back into you.
Dennis, have you heard anything from the state health department? Have they said anything about the work this consultant did?
We have been communicating with the state health department, and they've been telling me that he has been effective, that they have delivered on many of the things that he was expected to do in that contract. And the state health department is also touting this recent report put out by the CDC that Arizona is doing a good job of reaching out to underserved areas, and they say that points to Diaz and this overall effort out there and how it is effective to get the word out on COVID throughout the state.
That was the goal. Dennis Welch live for us tonight. Thank you, Dennis.